I am starting with a giggle because Tatiana and I are giggling. Welcome, wild humans. We're so glad you're here today. We've been talking this month about quickening, and it's been such a tricky term because it's a medical term for midwifery about when your baby starts to move and you just start to feel it in the body. And so it's been really fun to see where people are going. So, Tatiana, welcome. Thank you for joining today.
Hi.
And you said something that was so powerful when we were talking about this and what we were going to talk about today. And what I heard you say was, okay, I understand it when you're pregnant and you just start to feel the baby move. Hi, puppy. And so the question that you posed or you kind of came around to is, okay, how do I stop and listen to what's coming alive within myself? What does that mean? Tell me more.
It's really interesting what came up because I didn't know the exactly rationale behind that and like of the quickening. And I started reading about it, trying to understand the wording and what that meant. And like I woke up kind of like before my alarm this morning, and I was like, what does that mean for me? Like independent of like the meaning of the word. And I was like, is that something that is like becoming alive inside me? Is that because I remember being pregnant, I remember that feeling, right? And feeling like super powerful. And like it's such a tiny little thing that is inside you that is making you feel so big,
Yeah.
right? It's a flare. And it was really interesting because it's like, what is that? Like, sit here for a moment, listen to your body. Let's bring back that listening from January and it's like, listen to it. What does that mean within you right now? Because you're not pregnant. So, what is it that is brewing, that is growing? And the answer came as gratitude. Like, was the first word that came up was gratitude, but on the sense of like hoping, right? Yeah, for the few years past, I've been dealing with some losses and I've been working with my grief and like sitting and listening to it, welcoming it and like feeling what is needed. And like this was surprising for me that what is coming up is gratitude for all that I've been through, the path that I went through, and like hope that there is more to come. It doesn't finish here, doesn't end here, right?
It's funny because when you first told me about, this, how you woke up and these thoughts you were having, one of the things that came into one of the words that came into my mind was potential. Because I think about when we're pregnant and we're carrying these babies, we don't know if they're a baby boy or a baby girl. We don't know, or maybe they're going to be queer or gender curious. We don't know if they're going to be an engineer or a doctor or a musician or a painter or like a gardener. And there's just everything about having that experience is in the excitement of potential.
Correct.
And I was thinking, and you actually just kind of alluded to it a little bit. You said, it's not done here.
It's not done here. That's
Even
not
though
done.
even though there's an ending, right? Even though there's things that end or die or we let go of or we change, it's not ending here.
No, that's just a step. Yeah. And that's why I think the gratitude that came was kind of like, thank you. Thank you for carrying me to here. I got this. Next step, right? There's hope. There's more things coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. So what's the best way for us to anchor into that hope, especially if we're feeling hopeless?
Oh, my experience, normally I go through breath and grounding so I can accept. It's more an acceptance that yes, it's gonna change and it's okay to welcome new things. So my experience, I go towards my breath when I'm feeling um, not untethered, but like it's more like not knowing what comes because the new path comes with anxiety, right? Like of some sort, like what is coming, like what is new, what is that potential, like how do I deal with it? So it comes with a lot of questions, and sometimes we can't answer that. And I think that we need to be okay on receiving the new path as it comes. I have a little bit of issues with that, trying to not control it, right? Like that's the hard part. So for me, it's calming my heart in calming my breath and like getting back to that heart space and knowing that the multiverse has my back and everything is being done and occurring for my best well-being, like my greater, you know, person. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm, thank
Yeah.
you. That was
Thank
wonderful. Thank you so much.
thank you for
Of course. Love you.